G'day everybody and welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. Today on the pod, it's the 2-minute warning after round 24.
Need more enthusiasm than that, sorry, mate. That's 3 out of 10.
That's the 3 out of 10?
Shocking.
G'day everybody, welcome back to the Hardball Gets AFL show. Today on the podcast, it's the 2-minute warning after round 24. If you haven't subscribed to the podcast wherever you're listening, please do that. Leave us a rating and leave us a review. And the most important step of all, as we know, is to tell your mates. All right, get stuck in.
Okay.
How was that? Was that a 9?
Now
Nine?
you've gone to a 12.
We are brought to you by TABtouch. Got the touch. Download the TABtouch app today. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. This is the Hardball Gets AFL show. My name is Nick Wren, joined by Xavier Ellis and Ryan Daniels.
Oh,
How we going, boys?
Oh, geez. I tell you what, it was a big day yesterday, wasn't it, Xavier?
Gee whiz.
Hey.
We had a little bit of a scare. We didn't know if we were doing today or tomorrow because the tent needed a bit of a deep clean.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a
We had
ghost.
some issues in the tent.
There's the old Randy Marsh ghost.
Needed
Did you go see the ghost?
needed to be cleaned out. My goodness.
And haven't I known about it, Rhino?
Oh, did you get some
A
feedback?
few DMs. I'm getting accused of something I don't even know what I'm getting accused of. Something about saying that JL was sacked or something. I've got no idea. But
Yes.
so much so, all I know is I was on the Saturday rub and the question was put to me twice by Damien Barrett.
Yep.
If Fremantle lose, will JL be coaching next year? And I said 100%. And then I said, actually, let me wind that back. 99.9%.
Give yourself a little out.
Well, in case that Craig McRae or Chris Fagan goes, you know what, I'd like to coach Fremantle.
Sure.
And they go, probably. That's all I've ever said.
Okay. So you were very positive.
Well, I don't know. No, don't get me wrong. I deserve to get smashed.
Yes,
I
you
did,
do.
but smash me for the right stuff.
So what emojis were people sending you? Because I didn't get any tents. You know, you put it out to the people on Friday, send the man tents. And I didn't. I got a couple of like positive tent ones.
Yeah, no.
But I didn't get the hammering
You
you were
smashed with the
expecting.
tent.
I'll tell you what, early though, it looked a bit shaky, didn't it?
No, they were ordinary early, and then that second quarter was a blitz. And we get to Fremantle, I need to tip my hat to someone who I haven't tipped it to all year.
Who are you tipping?
Jai miss.
Jai Miss.
Wow, Amos. Yep.
Amos.
Yep.
When he still made a couple of cock-ups where he probably could have kicked 5, I reckon. That one on his left in the second where he tried to pass it, we couldn't have snapped it.
Oh, yeah.
But he was when
great.
the chips were down, he's typically the one that he's down with
That
them.
was the beauty of it when I was watching it. It wasn't just that Fremantle were winning. It was that Jai Amos was playing such a critical part in the victory.
Well, it's funny what happens when you
Illustrated
play the role that's called getting the football.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah,
I
here we
knew
go.
he'd do the pivot.
Yeah,
This is
I've
what I've wanted from him.
heard a role.
This
was
get to footy.
Well, you haven't heard that either, have you, Rinny?
I played it for years.
Yeah, that's just because you were shit. No, well done to the Dockers.
That's a massive win.
Well done. You've beaten 50% of the competition.
No, don't do that. No, they have won 16 games out of 23 games. That is a very good season.
It's a good season.
In any other season, you're looking at a second or
Yeah,
third
but you're
on the
not.
ladder.
You're not. I can't do any other
I
season.
get that.
Do the season you're in.
The one thing that everybody overlooked, and I think I tried to talk you guys into Fremantle on Thursday or Friday, at least the line, it was $3.40.
Yeah, no, you
halfway.
did.
Yeah.
You
It's
did.
stupid.
And usually, and without being a dick, I have backed Freo
Well, we
in
know-
most of those 16 wins.
we
And I
know
did.
why,
No, but
though.
I didn't on the weekend.
Because you really wanted them to lose on the weekend.
Yeah.
Nah, I missed the start. I missed the start of the game.
The thing that people overlooked was the fact that Fremantle been pretty good against the Bulldogs. But B,
Pretty balanced, though. I went through that, and I tried to do it last
Previous
Friday.
years, that Bonds
And I
just
was-
smashed them every
yeah.
time.
yeah, but also the Bulldogs have not been good against good teams. It's
No,
just
they've been
only beaten
close.
two. That's the Giants
Yeah,
twice.
yeah.
And Fremantle have been very good against good teams on the road. So it's like the numbers were there. I did think last week there was a lot of the Dogs are just going to win this game and Fremantle's up against it. And it's like, as Justin Longmuir said, which I think we all liked.
Yeah.
No,
They got the pressure.
Pressure's for everybody.
We did like that. And also, you realise, and I probably should have done a greater deep dive into the Bulldogs.
Yep.
And I've probably been listening to too much of
David King.
your man, Kingy and Corns.
Jeez.
No, which one's on the Bullies? Kane.
Yeah, he hates
And
the
Kingy's
Bullies.
saying, hey, their bottom six is shit house.
Yeah.
Their bottom six, well, top six didn't do a great deal yesterday, but their bottom six were
We'll talk a
destroyed
bit
by the Dockers' bottom
specifically
six.
about the doggies when we get to
Yeah.
the doggies.
I got a bottom six off. The Freo bottom six were far better than the Bulls bottom six.
Yesterday's day of footy, that one and then Brisbane Hawthorn, that's probably the best.
But even
like, it's been such a shit season. That's the best sort of 2 games.
What about the one before?
Back to back. Well, yeah, true.
St Kilda
And
Giants
GWS.
was a good game
That
of
was
footy.
good.
That might have been the best day of footy in half a season.
Fremantle's victory has created a small problem for me.
It's created a massive
what do you
problem
got?
for me.
Has it? Is this a scheduling
Got
issue?
to work in life.
Oh, you got. Well, the Eagles are potentially holding their best and fairest on
Yeah.
Saturday night. The
Cash
first weekend
related
of
issues.
finals,
Yes.
and I am down to operate on that one.
Yeah.
And there's a very good chance that Fremantle will be hosting a final on that night,
Yeah.
which means I can't do both things.
And one would be paid at a guess 3 times more than the other.
Well,
you're probably
one's
higher than that.
Oh, you're boundarying.
More than 3 times.
Oh, let's go.
I don't think I'd be calling
maybe
that game. I would
no, you wouldn't
imagine
be
I'd
calling
be
it.
on
It'd
the
be
boundary.
10 times or
Oh,
something.
not in that rate. Look, it's
5 times more.
One of them pays a lot more.
5 times more.
But
And one you hate.
I don't hate either of those things. I like doing the
please.
boundary.
Just say it.
I
But
like doing
but one
it.
of them-
It's
one
a
of them
great
is-
opportunity. That's how I see
one
it.
of them is for your primary employer is the problem here.
Look, we're just looking at the fixture when it comes out. With
I reckon
keen
it'd be.
interest.
I reckon it'd be an unbelievable opportunity.
Do you reckon it's going to be a Saturday night?
I think it's going to be a Saturday. Yeah,
That might be a chance. If
Well,
it's a Saturday during the
works.
day,
Is that Crown, the Eagles?
yeah, probably.
Oh, there you go,
I'd
stroll down
assume
the road.
See, if it's Saturday, we're a chance.
I'm in a greater predicament.
What's your predicament?
I've got a golf tournament that week,
Oh,
and I won't be sacrificing the golf. So
you're just not going to be there.
Triple M. Wow, we'll have some discussion. I can't imagine it going down overly well. That I'm
Where's
playing
the golf tournament?
It's 11 rounds for the year.
Is it-
8 rounds for the year.
Oh,
sorry.
is
is
it
it
local,
Oh,
though?
no.
Yeah, it's a full-blown tournament.
Yeah,
with
okay.
like 12 of us.
But you're staying somewhere.
We're out of Joondalup. No, but I'll be pissed.
Will you stay out there?
Don't know, but I'll be drunk.
Yeah, okay. Well, come in drunk.
Just
It'll
come in,
be
that's fine,
It'll be
mate.
funnier.
Oh.
You can string 2
Anyway,
words
I'm
together.
so
Hover
pissed.
over the
Hey,
dump
what
button.
about 2 old dickbag here who...
that me?
No, you. Oh, I can't do it this week, guys. Sorry, I need to have time out. I can't do today. So I've gone and scheduled an appointment at the Department of Transport, which is the end of the earth.
Yeah, it's
like
awful.
the worst place in the history.
No one's ever
Yeah,
gone there
yeah.
happy. No.
No, and
We'll
I'm meant
come
to be
out
in there.
having
So I was
left
going to go there because I'm getting a new car. But without the license, the numbers on the back of my license, I can't get the car.
Right.
So I went in on Friday to get the new license, got the photo, all that sort of stuff. And I said, right, mate, perfect. I just need the numbers on the back to get a car. And he said, silly Willie, you've got to come in tomorrow to get that one.
What? Why?
I don't know why,
They
mate.
just have all these.
So now I can't get a car without this license. And today at 10, I was like, right, I'm going back to war.
Oh.
I was actually going to wear camouflage in.
And now you're here.
Yeah, I was so rushed. I went home. My dog was on the couch. I opened the door to get my soda water. Dog didn't even lift its head. Nothing. I was like, that dog could be dead. I
You're
can't
not
even.
sure till
I
you
can't
get
even
back.
check on him.
No time.
I didn't have time to check because if he was dead, then I would be late. So I was like, well, at least he's dead. I won't be late when I come back.
We're
So-
still going to be dead either way.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So
It's like, you
You
know.
still got to
I'm
revive
flat.
him.
I'm so flat at you.
Well, we had to give the people what they want. I tried to move mountains to get here, so I'm here. I'm here.
Mountains.
And it is happening.
But also, that just did remind me, you had your fantasy final. Can you remember last year?
Oh,
Was it last year or the year before? Where he rang in sick?
I did.
Oh, that's right. After
And then
the
someone-
fantasy-
someone
No, that was
spotted-
after. That was a prelim. That wasn't the grand.
But someone spotted him at the Inglewood. Was it Inglewood?
was the
Nah,
And they
that's right.
texted us and you were like, oh, I'm crook. And we're like,
I
mate,
had food
I've got food poisoning. I have evidence you were blind drunk the night before.
I had one beer and then I didn't feel right.
No,
so I
that's it.
Stopped
So
drinking.
I had
I
another
reckon-
7 just to check.
had the Sunday roast and then
I
didn't
reckon
sit
it was
well.
a preemptive. I can't do tomorrow last night
Just
when he
in
was
case
getting
he
a
won.
bit heavy-headed.
No, it wasn't. No.
Oh, please.
No.
Who won?
Not me. So yeah, it's 4 grand finals. I've won 1. Starting to feel very. Was it Port Adelaide to say in that era when they
Horse.
just couldn't get one?
They like
They
horse.
couldn't even get to the.
Huh?
Horse.
Well, you're like, Sydney,
Oh,
you're like
Longmire,
Sydney
yeah.
Swans at the moment.
Yeah, it was close though. It was. I should have won.
Yeah.
Anyway.
All right, let's
no one
go.
wants to hear about
All
anyone
right. Do you
else's
want to jump to
fantasy
the
finals. No
quick
one wants
multi
to-
recap?
Yeah, sure.
So I just missed out. Naz could not find a target.
Naz
Steve
had a
picked
shot
one.
early too in that game and missed.
He had 3 behinds. Toby Green had just the best last quarter, but anyway, 2 goals tick. Joe Fonte, 10 disposals.
Joe Fonte, really quickly. West Coast obviously have money. What do you reckon Joe Fonte will be earning next year?
Or,
Three-ish.
3.
Go off him 650 and go get him.
You like him that
Oh,
much?
man, I'm telling
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Mateus Philippou needed 15 disposals. He only missed out by 13.
Mate, and that's his highest for the month.
Yeah. He kicked 2 goals. He's effective.
Subbed out with a calf.
Yeah. No, but subbed out like late enough to not have 2 disposals.
No.
You got any interesting Joe Fonte tidbits you want
No,
to add?
no. Just no.
And I'm going to soon come over the top and say he's not. No, he is the best player in the
He's going
family.
to go past Ella.
Yeah, he will.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, no, he will.
Okay, well, I fell 2 legs short out of 3. Caleb Sarong had 20. I mean, he must have been close to 25. He had a lot of
4, I think it's
23,
24.
Yeah, okay. And Sam Darcy was nowhere near it.
No.
Credit to Alex Pearce.
Still had 5 contested marks, Darcy.
He got
That
a few.
surprised
He
me.
got 2 or 3 late. When
Yeah, he
it was
got a couple
over.
one-handers.
He took
That
that, yeah.
one-hander early. It's a contested
Very
mark.
nice.
Yeah, we'll call it that. Yeah.
And my multi was void. So
no.
that was because Flanders was sub.
Oh, you see,
so it was void from
But
the
it was
start.
sub an hour before the game.
Yeah, but
That's
when
on
I,
you.
No, but when I put it on, it was void after. So it's bad luck to
yeah,
us.
sure.
Travis
Maybe you
Boak,
should
though.
wait till your subs are set before you put your multi on.
Okay, well, let's podcast at 6 o'clock on a Thursday then.
I'm just saying, if you were actually going to place this bet, you would do it in 59 minutes
Yeah,
before the game
correct.
started.
No, of course you would.
So your leg should count.
But it's still
You
$10
just
on the
lost
table.
$10.
It's
It's
You've lost
void.
$10.
It's void. It's void.
You were like 8 legs short anyway.
It doesn't matter. It's void.
All right.
It's
We
void.
better get
You can
into
go
it.
around in circles.
We can be here forever.
Let's start with Adelaide. Obviously, the number 1 seed's going into the into the finals.
As well.
I'm still not convinced, but they'll play at home. Let's go to Isaac Rankin. It's been a very, very big week in footy.
Hasn't it?
He's ducked off to Italy.
Has he?
Yeah,
Yes, you do.
See that?
He's gone to Italy.
He's gone to Italy?
They got him getting on the plane.
Oh,
and
the old airport league.
on the which again you're like, wow.
Did he talk?
No. Should have he
No,
before he left?
it was punters. It was punters
Yeah.
getting him.
Should have he before he left?
Yeah.
Because he's going to have to. Because if they
He
lose a
should've.
final, he's
I
going to play
would
in the
have
grand
thought
final.
at the very minimum he should have done a whole
Pre-recorded
Something.
sit down with Adelaide. And,
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just open it up because Adelaide, there's not really a great deal to talk about. We did it death last week with the Rankin stuff. But the,
Yeah, someone
AFL.
put their hand on his shoulder, text style.
Yeah,
volunteer
the
and
text
then
video.
yeah.
The AFL, I think they've really come undone over the last week. I haven't seen the AFL smashed more in my memory. Like every corner you went to, someone was lining them up and giving
So
it
there
to
was
them.
the 5 shouldn't be down to 4. There was the
medical
the medical reasoning, which they were
couldn't be-
unaware of until now.
and couldn't be disclosed.
There was the Snoop Dogg.
And there was Snoop
Snoop
Dogg.
Dogg.
And
Snoop
then there was first just the general Snoop Dogg, and then Snoop Dogg doubled down
and Snoop,
in an interview.
Snoop
Yeah.
into Snoop. Where did the AFL go wrong, and what do you think will happen next time something like that will happen? It'd be great to say it won't happen. It's happened 5 times in a year or something. How long is it? 5 times in 2 years or something?
It just has to be 5.
How does it play out now? Like who's going to?
I don't know
Hopefully it never happens.
Well, I
but
don't
what
know
happens?
The answer is because 4 or 5 or 6 games. These are all lofty suspensions. Like these are
Yeah.
big suspensions. Are they not learning, or is it one of those things that if you're someone who's going to say that thing from time to time? It's not. It's an instinct thing. It's an instinct.
Yeah, but you can bash out
I know it
instincts.
shouldn't happen, but can you bash out instincts?
Yes.
It might take a while. So I think,
Well, how about you just don't sledge? If you're a fool,
like you said,
Yeah, yeah. there's-
yeah, 2 rules in sledging: intelligent,
Yep.
and humorous.
Yeah.
And honestly, the club should go through at the start of the year, sit all 44 down, and give the ones that have ticked the box the license to have a bit of a sledge and fun.
Yep.
And the others, the only word you can, if you want to say something,
Yeah.
it's the C word if you want.
Yeah.
But that's it.
But don't add anything
Yeah.
around.
Nothing in and around.
The C word.
Just kick it straight down the middle with the C
Just the
word.
C word.
C word.
If you're given you get 2 paddles, the 2 green paddles at the first team meeting, you're intelligent and you are humorous.
Free to go.
Bang, you're free to go.
Free to go. Okay, let's do the Western Bulldogs.
Ooh.
Geez, that's bad for them to miss the finals. Like they have a lot of talent in that team. Like they do. I know that you say their bottom 6 is bad, and I tend to agree with you.
Yeah, Bontempelli is a ridiculous footballer.
Bontempelli is a star. He tried everything possible, including beating me in that fantasy group. Sam Darcy was non-existent, but he is an extreme talent. I know there's the Jamari Uguhagen stuff that was a mess. He doesn't sound like he's not going to be.
He's
there
not
next
going to
year.
be there. Is he anywhere?
I don't think he'll be anywhere.
I reckon he'll be sitting out a year.
I think there might be.
I reckon
But
we're heading to that
if he
space.
sits out another year,
Dunsky.
he's
It
done.
could be curtains.
It doesn't
Yeah.
sound like it's heading to a good space.
He's in a shooting.
Should they have played? He was just
Have you ever
unlucky.
seen a gun?
He was just unlucky.
I haven't.
Have you ever seen a handgun? Not like a farmer's gun.
I've seen it on like a police, but not like I haven't handled a pistol.
Great.
I think
mate.
I did it in like Indonesia or something. Went shooting like at
Saw
some
a handgun. or
rifle.
something, yeah.
there's some,
I've
like-
never seen one.
Yeah,
Anyway.
They're heavier than you think. Adam Treloar.
Yes.
So here was my thinking with Treloar. I'd get it if he'd played half in the VFL and was okay. I'd get it if he hadn't played VFL at all and you didn't want to rush him back. But he played VFL. He had 40. He had 10 tackles. He was Adam Treloar.
Yeah.
And then you have this game, which is a must-win game. It's basically a final because now, barring a miracle, it's eliminated them from the finals.
Yep.
You have a guy with finals experience, a hefty amount. At the very least, have him as the sub. Like, I just can't understand that decision-making process. And I know young Croft had moments yesterday where he looked okay, but it just felt like that Croft selection over a Treloar. I'm not saying that was the choice, but they did seem a little bit too big, and then they're a little bit exposed around the ground. And Treloar, I don't know. I just feel like they overthought it.
Well,
they should have just played him.
I would say, and I'm just guessing, they would have thought we're good enough to win without Treloar.
Well, then that's a mistake.
No, I get that now in hindsight. But where was Bevo before he was the Bulldogs?
Hawthorn.
And what did Clarko do in
Yeah,
finals?
he left people out.
Yeah, but Treloar did have 40 and 10 tackles. He didn't struggle with a calf for 2 weeks and, do we play him, do we not? He hasn't played any footy. He had a full game. Got 40,
Yeah,
10 tackles.
I'm just saying, I get it, mate.
The work
I get
rate
it.
was there.
I get it. Yeah, but one game of footy doesn't heal injuries and prove that you're capable
When
of
your
it.
bottom six is as bad as
No,
you highlight.
mate, hindsight's wonderful and he should have played.
Absolutely should have played.
Unless
We'll
something
do-
happened during the week.
As a proud major sponsor of the Fremantle Football Club, Woodside has accepted the challenge of supporting local footy at all levels, from grassroots to greatness, so it can thrive throughout WA. Woodside, Australia's leading energy company. On the Dockers, it's interesting you said that at the start about the bottom six versus bottom six, because that's the thing I wanted to talk about. It was the floor who played at a level that allowed Fremantle to win that game.
The floor lifted.
Floor was
The
lifted.
floor was lifted.
Yeah, I
and
agree
it
with that.
stayed
raised
lifted.
the ceiling.
Well, the ceiling,
Yeah, the floor
ceiling
came
popped up.
A
Yep.
couple of courses of bricks.
The tide went up.
Yep.
The ceiling popped up.
Yep.
And the doggies,
Floor stayed down.
ceiling
Yeah.
came down.
Ceiling
because
came
it lowered.
Yes, gotcha. Right.
That's right, it's a split level. So the ones I want to talk about, so Banfield, who had a couple of
Yeah.
bad moments, but then went back and did some really important things on defence. That spoil where he peeled off his man, saved a certain
Did you,
shot on goal.
after he missed
After
or
he missed a
shanked
goal.
or did something,
Yeah.
yeah.
The one where he was in the back pocket and he's like an unforced error in tennis and he just
yeah.
kicked it out in the full, like a 20-metre pass. And I was like,
It's
how
a
does that
shame.
happen?
Yeah.
But then
He seems to be the
But
one-
then he honestly did. He did 7
Yeah.
or 8 really good things,
Yeah.
which were key in setting up goals or stopping them.
Yeah.
Who was calling the footy yesterday on Fox? Was it
I think
Jared?
I think it was Waitley.
Wait, so Waitley goes, was a forward and kicking like that. You can see why he's in defence. It was like a real
He's
hit
the same.
at him.
Everywhere he plays every year at the end of the season, Fremantle are like, I think we need to strengthen this area at the trade. First
you're
year
right.
was forwards,
Yeah, you're
last
right.
year now he's halfback. They're like, we just need another rebounding halfback. Oh,
It's
cool.
He's credit to him. He played well.
And then Erasmus, 20 and 6 clearances. Erasmus, on the whole for a season, been like, okay, but if you took his last 3 or 4 games in isolation, like you can see the glimpses of a higher level player there.
Fascinating to see what happens with him because the Bulldogs are one of the teams that are super into him. And when he kicked that goal, which basically was put the icing on that run that they had, you'd be thinking, what are they thinking? I think, geez, we got to get this guy. We got to double down.
Yeah, well, he played
and
really
Fremantle
well
are
against
going,
them.
geez, we need to keep this guy. But the problem for Erasmus has always been what happens when everyone's fit, and Johnson's not fit.
No, he's past Johnson.
Well,
At the moment,
we'll know in 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, he's past Johnson.
Well, no, because Johnson's going to be good to go.
And
he
then
won't play in that final.
You think
In front of Erasmus.
You reckon?
Erasmus is in it.
Erasmus has got to
what
cover
if
his
Erasmus
spot.
is leaving?
Well, he's not
No,
going
he's
to put
still gotta hold his
he's not
spot.
going to put his hand up before training and go, look, boys.
Yeah, you want to win a flag. You just play who you think is the best team at the moment.
Yeah.
All right.
No, he's out of Johnson.
And then Carl Warner and Miss the other two.
No, I agree.
Amos.
Amos. How do you get it wrong every time?
Amos.
Amos. Amos.
Imagine you're like a Kiwi kid and you're trying to talk to your teacher.
Amos.
Amos.
I like that.
Hey, let's go to Sydney because we watched them on the weekend.
Amos.
Now, the Swannies, weren't they just
I
absolute
like your
dog
dress.
shit?
Did you get it from Suzanne's?
weren't they dog shit Sydney first half? Pressure was good West Coast.
Yes, they were very good. Yes.
13 goals to 1 after half time.
Yeah, and the Stars just went bang.
I won cartons on Sydney, believe it or not.
Did you?
Collected cartons again, so that was good. I
many
was
did you
offering
get?
4 to 1.
I'll be
4
interested
to
to
1.
see how many
So
people
hold on.
followed you in now and
Was
did
this
that
on
trick.
the line?
No, I offered line as well, head to head 30.
People were taking head to
head
head.
to head, and I'd go and line as well. Yeah, so
What?
that was interesting. So I end up backing him -30, -40, -50, -60, -70, -80, -90. So I fell short in the end of the last couple. But how can Sydney get more juice into their forward line? Like Jamar is completely gone. What's Logan McDonald worth to Carlton, for example? Like, Logan McDonald hasn't done zero value.
He hasn't done what he needs to do. So
zero value.
Well,
so how do they bring
zero,
how do they bring in a
high.
key?
Sydney. Well, so you're shopping away Logan.
Well, I'm just trying to find a way.
Yeah.
They need
Well, it's Charlie Curnow, but
without a key forward, they will not be successful.
Well, Charlie's
Sydney,
the one.
no.
There's enough noise around this Charlie stuff to know that something's going to be happening.
Yeah,
right?
is that going to happen?
Do you still reckon?
Well, it's been shut down 5 times and we're still talking about it. So what does that mean?
No, I'm thinking more of the other guy.
Harry.
Yeah.
Don't get either one of them.
Yeah.
I'd feel
Charlie's
a lot,
the, red
lot
herring.
better going into next season with one of those two guys.
Because their avalanche in the second half was a lot of Chad Warner, who didn't do anything all game until the end. Was him and Errol Goulden coming out the front hitting.
Watching Errol do that, you
didn't. Any forward could have marked them.
Yeah.
But when the whips are cracking in grand finals, that's not happening. So you need a forward that can actually do something.
I was just going to say, what if Sydney did a Sydney and it ends up Oscar Allen at Sydney? We're talking about Brisbane. He's going to Brisbane.
I think I said that a couple of weeks ago.
Has Oscar nominated Brisbane?
I don't. Not publicly.
He can't yet.
Really?
Is that?
So I was just laughing before you made me think to look at the podcast reviews. There was one that got me good. But we'll read them out before the start of the question time tomorrow.
Okay, so focus.
So I'm focused now.
Okay.
I was just after I laughed, I hoped you weren't talking about something serious or bad. And I just
We were.
Well,
we went back to Isaac Rankin.
I don't know if we can do this. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to go early. I'm going to bullet Carlton. Well, because I was going to talk about Curnow Mackay, we just did that.
Yeah.
So that's what you get, Carlton.
No, we've all got a bullet this time of year.
They stink.
Yeah, we all get a bullet.
Oh, everyone gets a bullet this time of year?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, okay. Coming over to me.
You wanna use
So I
yours
was.
now, or you wanna-
No. Okay, I'll save it. So I was inundated last night.
I could have used 3.
In the fourth quarter of the Brisbane game. We're talking about Brisbane here.
Yeah.
Inundated. First, Cameron Rayner burst through the pack at the top of the 50 and Gales the
good
goal
day
to
for
get him
you
ahead.
yesterday.
It was a good day. And then old what's his name? The Channel 7 stats guy was it who's on Twitter?
Josh?
I think it must have been Josh. Yeah, it came out. So Cam Rayner is now the second quickest player to 100
Yeah, I
games
did
in the
see
history
that.
of the VFL AFL.
The second
Quickest
quickest.
to 100 games.
That can't be.
No. The
is.
second quickest
ACL.
100-game patch.
100-game patch.
From one
Gotcha.
point to another.
Misread it.
100 games.
In days.
So not total
So
100.
he's done it in 3 years and 158 days. Peter
Right.
Bell was the one who has the
because he's
fastest.
played
A lot of finals.
25 finals. I'm
Well,
and
surprised
hasn't missed since in that space.
in that 3
That's a
years
really
or whatever.
specific
Yeah.
stat.
Especially
It
when
is.
you read it out incorrectly.
Yeah, correct.
It's. But I was like, fastest to 100.
Yeah, he's going to go
I was
past
like,
Kendall's.
he was in and out.
Yeah, no,
injured,
he was shit
did
early.
his knee.
Yeah.
I don't think he wasn't really in and out early, was
Did
he?
his
He pretty
knee.
much played the whole time. But
Oh,
then he did his knee and he was out.
injury-wise,
Yeah. But yeah, 2 goals, 2 from 22 touches. His key has
He was powerful yesterday.
yeah, and this is the time of year he's going to get going. He had
Didn't
those-
touch it in the first quarter.
Nah.
Did not
but
introduce
that's
himself
like,
for the Sharon.
He can do that though. Like,
Well,
he'll still
that-
be almost
Well, that's always been
impactful
the
player
knock
there.
on him is that he doesn't find enough of the footy. But in his
No.
big moments, he does tend
Yeah.
to have
He's a big
moments.
moment man, isn't he?
Yeah.
He is. And then remember some of those finals last year where he was just getting out the back somehow or putting a long kick like he was the kick before getting out the back?
Yeah.
Unreal. Anyway, 33 scoring shots to 24. So it was a little, despite it sort of being tight late, and a little more even. Had
Played
they
with
sort
their
of-
food a little bit.
It was
Played with their food, you
It
could
was
say.
it was
They did.
tight. They both won 2 quarters on the scoreboard. That nail in the coffin was that deliberate out of bounds. You just knew who that free kick go to.
Oh, the one that
Amon at the
Amon
end
did it.
handballed it.
And then it went to...
Whoever it was, you just knew he was going to kick it, and that was Hawthorn were
Bruce
hanging
Rebel.
on. Yeah, Hawks were hanging on by a thread, and that was the final nail.
I didn't mind, like, that's an easy one to call deliberate because the
I don't
bloke's
think
right
it-
there. You're not going to, like...
But why wouldn't you just handball it to his teammate that's there? And
It was
clear?
a very poor handball. If it was,
I think it was a poor handball. I think it was just a poor handball.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's a way. Anyway,
I felt like we were robbed.
I reckon
I-
it was one of those ones where he was like, I need to handball this so close to the line that he eventually goes over the line so we get the
Yeah.
stoppage, but he just went a little bit too far. So it was the right call.
sideways
Yeah.
hands.
Amon just stuffed the handball.
I don't think. I think it was more of a skill error.
I
than
can
a
see
deliberate.
this final coming up, the Geelong Brisbane being the grand final.
Yeah, I know. We're going to get to that.
Well, that means that one of them's going to have to go to Adelaide Oval.
Yeah, I can still say that.
Okay. Hey, North Melbourne. Let's go to North. I thought they were okay. Never again North. Again, they met the line criteria. Well done to them. Thank you very much. I've got their last 5 or 6 drafts here. Now, I'm going to read out the players they've drafted.
Okay.
We've spoken about they've got a lot of number 1 first-round draft picks and all this sort of hoo-ha. But just give them a ticker across on whether you would be happy with them on your list at the moment or not. Because I think it's a bit of a myth that they've got all this talent that's just brimming and in form and they can't squeeze them all in.
All right,
So 2019, Charlie Comben.
Yes.
They had 1 pick.
Yeah, like
That was it.
Yeah.
All right, 2020, Phillips.
Nope.
No, Powell.
Nah.
Lazaro.
No, he's already gone.
I haven't written down whether they're here or not.
Phoenix
Phoenix
Cuthbert.
Spicer.
He's
No.
gone already.
Walker.
Walker?
Yeah, well, there's a Walker there somewhere. You never heard of him,
I
have
doesn't
you?
even get it first name.
Yeah, so Eddie Ford.
Walker's out.
Eddie Ford.
Eddie Ford's already gone too.
So that just,
yeah.
all right. So now let's
I
go
liked
to
Eddie Ford for about 5 minutes.
let's
Yeah,
go to
2 good
2021.
games.
Hornet.
Oh, he's gone.
Yes,
Gone.
but you take him.
You'd like him.
Paul
Yeah.
Paul Curtis.
Oh,
there we
yeah,
go.
good.
Shit,
Well,
yeah.
there we go. Finally got one. Josh, is it Croker or Crowder? Croter?
You mean Goda?
Yeah, I think he's
I
Goda.
think there's a Goda as well. No, I've got a Goda. Taylor Goad.
Josh
Hold
Croker.
on.
Yeah.
Josh
Has he just-
Goda is a
Has he
player.
just created another
Oh, no, it
player?
is Goda.
No.
It is Goda. It is
No,
Goda.
no, it's
It is
Croder,
Goda.
yeah. No,
Josh
Croder.
Goda.
So
Goda.
Josh Croder
Goda.
and Josh Goda.
Yeah, Goda. No, listen to
They've
me.
merged him with Trent Crode.
Josh
Look at
Or
Goda.
Dragon Ball Z.
Look at me. Sorry.
Straight up the-
He's
Nah.
lost. He's not humorous anymore. He's not.
No. That's just a clean edit point, that one, Joshy.
Josh Croder.
All right, listen. Miller Bergman.
You know, you've lost
Miles
it.
Bergman?
Archer. No, it's not Miles
No, it's
Bergman.
Miller
It's
Bergman.
Miller
Miles'
Bergman.
brother.
Yeah.
Is it actually?
Oh, I'm done. Blow North Melbourne up. F*** 'em. They just don't have many, like Sheasel and Wardlaw. Like, who's Braden George, for example?
I didn't mind
Is he meant to be
Josh
good?
Croder's draft year. I thought he'd be okay.
I feel kind of like Crode.
Josh Croder, and then there's a Taylor Goad. But look how I wrote it down. Look how I wrote that down.
It look like
That
Crode.
looks like a CR.
You forgot you forgot the dash on the G.
It does. Is this right?
Edit that patch out,
No, we
Joshy.
won't.
Nah, leave it in. All right, geez, you've really given me some shit teams.
Oh, mate.
They're all,
Richmond.
mate, they're all
Richmond. All right.
Haven't we typically come up with trades or something in the past?
Yeah, I think this
I think that's
this is
next
our
week.
last week of having to force our way
Yeah.
through all 18 clubs in this sort of style.
Yeah.
Richmond, Camden McIntosh, tip of the cap. Love Camden McIntosh. Met him when he was 17. Great kid, responsible,
Looking after
mature.
his family,
was
something like
looking
that,
after 3 sisters and a brother, taking him to school, working 2 jobs. Parents were in the mines.
All right.
Gets drafted, and just I'm not surprised he put this kind of career together. He works his butt
So
off.
why don't West Coast go get him for the wing
Well,
for a year?
maybe they will. He's cheap. He knows the system. Like, he's a WA boy. I don't know if he wants to come home or what, but it'd be a very easy get.
He wants to keep playing.
Yeah, he didn't retire, did he?
No,
He
he's
just
open
didn't get a
to
contract.
playing other places.
just
And if you're
give him
West
in,
Coast
yeah.
and you just need adults, and you can get him for nothing.
Well, but the shit they've got on the wings,
Yeah.
I'd rather almost leave it empty.
But and the thing is, if
We're
you're
going
getting
17 today.
a guy like Camden McIntosh, and it's almost a way around also that soft cap bullshit.
He's a heart and soul.
He is, and you're almost getting him as a development coach and a player at the same time.
Just
when
because you
that
play footy, though,
experience.
doesn't mean you're a development coach.
No,
Like,
but he's
I
a
know I
good
play with a
human.
lot. Yeah.
I just mean like a good culture, human
Yeah,
guy. I'm not
culture
saying he's
guy.
going to teach people
Yeah,
how to
culture
play
guy.
footy better, but in terms of building what the club has, you're
Yeah.
getting that for free.
I don't know him. Never met him.
Yeah.
Where's he from, Pinjarra?
Yeah, he's great. Honestly, a great kid. Oh man, now I wrote down 4 names
Yeah.
of because we all know about their high picks and whether or not they're going to be amazing or not. That we'll find out in a few years when you can run through a list and get some.
No,
names
I had some good stuff there.
yeah.
Like, who's Braden George?
yeah, he's Tasmanian.
He sounds like he wears black boots.
Is he from Tassie? Is he the Tassie kid?
Like Will Dawson.
Well, Dawson plays a bit. He's a
Yeah,
key
but
back.
like, are we convinced that they're going to be anything?
No.
So there's a lot there.
No.
They got like 5 names that we all know, and
Any
that's
other ones
it.
you're going to throw up there?
Well,
You're nervous now, aren't you?
I'm a bit nervous for Matt Whitlock.
Yeah, it's a lot of pressure on Matty. So the Richmond guys I wrote down that are not like their high draft pick guys that everyone's getting excited about, but I reckon they might have found 4 dudes this year who have shown that they are capable and might be a little bit even slightly ahead of capable. Sam Banks, I really do like him. I think he's got some dash and dare and some class. Seth Campbell,
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd like him.
he's good. Ben Miller, there might be something there with Ben Miller.
Everyone needs a big, strong defender.
Yeah, it doesn't. You're not going to get he's like.
Well, they're spending a lot of money on one who I just think can't play anymore.
He's not allowed to play after a certain time.
Well, no, he's those restrictions have
and
dropped.
the other one is Ryan Mansell because he's just a little asshole, and I like that.
He shit mixed.
He gets everyone. Like he's.
Who'd they play on the weekend?
That's a very good question.
Are you stoned?
They played Geelong.
No.
Jack Martin, I think he got hard.
Yeah, right. And Jack Martin, as we know, is very hard
He's
himself.
He's a very
So
pointy
I think
edges,
there's
Jack
4 dudes who I think they've put in there who they can say, okay, we've got 4 soldier guys.
Okay.
I like them.
I'm
not saying they're going to be world beaters, but I like them.
Go on to me. Gold Coast. It is possible to get absolutely reamed by the umpires, but also get soundly beaten. And I think that's what happened to them. Like, they got smashed by the umps.
Well, their best player, they did, and not very often.
The noise of affirmation.
Yeah.
But what they say, they fell into the emotion.
They got caught up in the moment. Yeah.
And I don't disagree with that. They were absolutely slaughtered by the umpires.
They were killed. But at the same time,
I don't get enough credit for calling these. I called this last week.
Well,
and you were like, no chance.
Yeah, I thought I was
the Trav Boat thing, the Ken Hinkley thing.
It was a
Gold
classic
Coast
case of
pump.
young side getting performance anxiety as well. You're not going to win if Rowell and Anderson, despite everything else that happens, they're not going to stop you winning it at the coalface, the umpires. And Rowell and Anderson both had 21 touches. They just didn't.
Anderson was non-existent.
Rowell was non-existent.
Thank you, Noah, for losing me in a grand final.
Rowell was
I watched
equally
that game
non-existent.
very closely, and I could not see Noah at all.
So did I. And unfortunately for Matt Rowell, and I've backed him for the Brownlow, I tend to watch pretty closely what's going on too. And I get that he fights the tackle always and tries to break the tackle. He just got tackled about 4 times, done. Like they just didn't go their way. And I think they're probably going to be the lightest team in the. Let's just say if the 7 teams in the finals, other than Gold Coast, got to vote, they could play anyone they wanted, all 7 would pick the Gold Coast.
And it's likely they'll come and play Fremantle, right?
Yeah. I was watching the Freo
Freo would
game.
be sitting there hoping for Suns.
I was watching the Brisbane Hawthorn game with a Freo fan yesterday. And he was, I hope Hawthorn wins so we get to play Brisbane. I was like, why do you want to play Brisbane? They just
smacked
taught you a lesson
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. I was like, you want Gold Coast.
Suns,
you want
Suns.
Brisbane winning this game so that it's Gold Coast that you're going to be playing. Don't hope for Brisbane. So, yes, Gold Coast would be the best
Who was
scenario.
that?
Jordan, he works here. I think you know Jordan. Yeah,
He wasn't the Lions
I couldn't
for.
understand it. I couldn't get around his.
You blokes were pissed
No, because
last
he
night.
goes, now we know how to beat him. And I was like, no,
No.
you're not.
There's a difference between knowing and
They'll just come and do the
executing.
exact same thing.
You don't win on the
I think, is
whiteboard.
he just playing the percentages? The
Is
chance
there-
of that happening twice in a row.
Is there any chance?
The
Or
Bombers.
Are we saving this for Essendon? Let's save it for Essendon.
Save it
'cause
for
We're going to
Essendon.
need something.
We'll save
Essendon.
for us.
Collingwood Footy Club. We went after Jordan De Goey last week, and I think Rinny, you said, "Is this the Jordan De Goey?"
You retired.
Yeah.
You retired in 26.
No, I just said he wasn't getting any better.
26 touches, a goal, 6 clearances, 4 of those directly out of the centre bounces. He did the most centre bounces for the Collingwood Football Club outside Darcy Cameron. Jordan De Goey was back at a level that they need him at because with only the Dacos boys in there, it's a pretty thin midfield. I just thought that was really interesting. Is that the last also we've seen of Jeremy Howe?
It might be. Didn't he sign for a year?
I didn't get the sense that he was going anywhere.
I thought he might have signed for a year. I think Pendlebury and he and Sideball, I think they all did a year.
I thought it was Howe in that.
I think he was.
But I mean, it's starting to get to the stage where and having been through it myself, and obviously nowhere near at that level, but when you're getting injured early in games, it becomes an absolute mental struggle because then you feel like you're letting the team down, teammates down.
What do you mean not at that level? That's pretty much just like...
Well, it wasn't Jeremy
like you
Howe
weren't... Yeah,
standards.
no, but you're still playing in teams that were going for premierships.
Yeah, but Jeremy Howe was obviously just a better player. But, I just worry that they're going to carry these old boys into these games now and they're just starting to slowly but surely losing someone early in these games.
I think for this season, it might be it. They're going to have to give him weeks to get right.
Yeah, so you don't think we'll see him again this year.
Well, unless they go all the way.
Is he that important that he's not a ranking where he gets thrown in late?
Yeah, I mean, they seem to want to play him. They seem to want to bring him in every chance they get.
Well, he looks good when
like
he's
you
down
look at
there.
the opposite of Treloar. Like he's every time he's
Just
ready to
comes
go,
straight
they
in.
tick him in and in he goes.
Yeah, is that more of a case? Well, I suppose Bulldogs don't have the depth either, but that's because Collingwood don't have the depth.
No.
was in that contract?
July 2025, the club had not formally yet offered him a contract for 2026.
Would someone else take him?
No.
I don't think so. I think this
Gets
is
injured a lot now.
I
He's
would have
either at
thought so.
Collingwood or he's nowhere.
Yeah, I think so. And Will Hoskin-Elliott's retired.
Yeah.
After we just spoke, was it on this podcast that he played 250
So this
games?
was the one where the bloke brought up Sean Atlee and said, "Who's it reminds you of?"
Yeah.
Sean? It's Will Hoskin Elliott.
Yeah.
He's the next Sean Atlee. Who's
250 games.
remarkable.
Just
And he's
slowly,
one of those
quietly.
guys where you're like, yeah, Will Hoskin Elliott, if he puts it all together, he could be something. And he's like, oh no, he's retired.
He's 39.
He's 32.
Yeah, Will Hoskin Elliott played a lot of
Oh,
footy.
Tim
He played
O'Brien.
a lot of footy.
Is that his name, Tim O'Brien?
Timmy.
Tim O'Brien,
Yeah,
T.O.
Tim O'Brien.
Old T.O.
Okay.
No, it's me. It's me.
Is it you? Oh, you go then.
Yes. I'm going to do the GWS Giants. Toby
Oh,
Green.
Yes, there you go.
You have to say it that way. Massive in the final moments of that game. So their next scenario is, it's funny because, again, watching the footy yesterday, I was watching Tom Green and he was lifting big time in the start of that quarter. He had a really quiet first half.
Big
and
goal.
then he won every clearance in the second half. It was
Yeah.
remarkable. I was like, why isn't he captain? Like maybe it's time Tom Green's captain. And then Toby just went,
No, nuts.
bang. And I was like, okay, Toby's
The bit I love
Toby's
most
captain.
was he went hanger into hanger. But I love when a little Nipsey halfback flanker gets in the way of some, aggressive blokes. Lockie Whitfield got up. His mane was half torn over his head. He was like, oh, shit, what just happened then? And Big Toby came down with it. But no, that was a fantastic last bit by Toby.
That was a captain's performance. So they're...
and importantly, he is
opponent.
not suspended on the eve of finals.
Yes.
Do you know, actually, in all seriousness, my young fella said the other day, I said, mate, do you want a mouth guard for Auskick? And he goes, yeah, I don't like getting in there. I saw Toby elbow someone in the face. When we got Heaney.
Yeah.
So my little fella's like, I don't want to get elbowed.
He's
I'm
got
like,
PTSD from Toby smacking
I'll stay
Isaac
on the
Heaney.
wing.
So their opponent will be the Dogs if Essendon somehow win, which we'll get into later. But likely it'll be Hawthorn because the Suns need just a tiny percentage increase to go past Hawthorn.
And where will
it's
that be?
0.8 or something.
Yeah.
So unless the Suns win by a point, which it won't happen,
I thought the margin was like 30 points.
is it 30
think it
points?
was
Is it?
30.
It's they're
It depends on how
120.1 and 120.9.
I think it was like 30. I think it was like 30. I think
But also
Okay,
it
so
depends how much
that
you
is a
concede and
possibility
stuff,
then.
right?
Yeah, it depends on the margin, how many points you give away. So if it's Dogs, which it won't be, let's say it's Hawthorn, GWS Hawthorn.
It's going to be an NG.
Yeah, it will be.
That'll be at NG. You like that matchup? That's a big one for you.
I don't mind that.
Giants Hawks.
Don't mind.
You might have to
Tense
go to that.
household.
You
Don't
might have to head over.
I don't mind that.
What for Hawthorn? Oh, just
Now,
he
what about
turns
the
on
emotions of poor Ted?
he turns on the Giants real quick, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He just leaves them for dead. Geez, we got through that quickly.
St Kilda, that game was probably a good summary of their season. They can challenge, can't beat kind of the good teams.
Darcy Wilson looked good.
Well, Darcy
Well,
Wilson
a couple of
very
his
good.
goals went through that was probably off his knee. And
They all go. They all
Jeez, they don't
count.
draw pictures, I suppose.
So let's go through similar to before with North Melbourne.
Yeah, go.
So we'll see. Just tell me
Here we go.
how many of these
Oh,
you're
God.
sort of confident in or happy with. Because when I was running down the list, I was surprised at the amount of young kids. I'm like, yeah, no, they'll be good.
Yeah,
they'll
I'm
be good,
starting
they'll be good.
I'm starting to feel the same.
So
Go.
Darcy Wilson.
Yes.
Average.
Oh, I like him.
Off the back of a good game yesterday.
He had a really
I've
good
always-
first
I've
year.
always
He's
liked
been
him.
in the twos.
I know he has. I was surprised. I was-
Yeah.
I'm
he'll
worried
come
about,
good.
worried about his kicking. But yeah,
I've got some shares.
Nazaya Wankaneen-Miller.
I feel pretty good about him.
Feel pretty good about
I
him?
reckon he's going to get
He's going to be something, that
I
kid.
think he might be.
what's his first paycheck when you're on $2 million? What goes in?
He's probably front
What do
loaded.
you get
There's
paid?
not-
Is it
yeah.
monthly?
Yeah, monthly.
What, do you
After tax.
only get paid in season or do you get paid over 12 months?
or 12 months.
Jesus, it's more
After
than
tax.
Your tax, he's probably going to be getting 1.3 or something, isn't he?
So 100,000 or something pops in.
Yeah.
Just
Be
pops
about
into your
100K
account every month.
Pops in.
Bang.
Just bang. Here you go.
Plus the other stuff
Yeah,
too, because
that'd
he'll be
be-
getting endorsements.
That'd be nice.
Couple of jet skis. Darcy Wilson,
Yes. And we did that.
Matthias Philippou.
Did you do Darcy Wilson twice?
Yeah, well, I just said him before, but then he was on the list.
Jury's out.
All right. Who's the other
No,
one?
I'm happy with
Philippo?
Poo.
I need to see.
Oh,
yeah, you need to see
string
more
a
out.
season.
Yeah,
together.
you need to see more.
Well, and then I'll throw in TDK in there because this is a next year proposition.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still thinking he can get on another level.
Yeah, you said young. Now we're talking about
Yeah,
a
what
bloke
do you
that's
just
been a
well,
bring
what's
up?
he? He's at 24, 25.
He's
He's going in his 9th year, but yeah,
he
keep
don't get a
going.
left
He still
turn.
counts. He's youngish.
All right, no, keep going.
And then Max King.
Max King.
Mate.
It's Max 27, isn't he?
No, but he doesn't. He counts as like this young
This
core, right?
goes down as the
What
worst
do you-
podcast we've
Are
done.
you just
Alex Taru.
You just read
Taru.
off the St Kilda playing list.
Yes,
Jimmy
Taru.
Webster?
Taru.
Yes.
Travalia.
No, he's out. You're out. Okay, go Zave.
And then Collard, and then the next tier is Collard, Boxall, Garcia.
Jeez, they're not
Anyway,
gonna
there's enough there.
They're
And
not
then
going to
bring
put this one in for the submission for
pick
this.
No.
7.
Josh, when you're doing the awards submission for this year,
We might not post this one either.
I think that's
Leave
a
this one
zip
out.
from 2. We shouldn't do these ones where we just read players'
No,
names
but
anymore.
you definitely shouldn't.
What are you talking about? That was more successful than you
Just
just.
read
No,
the
it
list.
wasn't. I just got the name
Croker.
wrong.
You started
Croker.
off with kids and you turned into Max
How
King.
old's Max King?
27.
And a bloke who's not
He's
even
only
on the
played-
list yet.
He's he
It's
hasn't
the
even
next
said
year
where he's going.
proposition.
Okay. Port Adelaide.
Pick 7.
Hey, Ken Hinkley. I don't know. There's a part of me that Ken pisses me off at times.
Yeah.
And then there's a part of me, underdog Ken.
Yeah.
Love underdog kid.
I love underdog Ken.
Yep.
I reckon he'd be an exceptional coach again. And when Trav Boak spoke about when Ken came over, he coached us when no one wanted to coach us. They were the tarp days where the stadium
yeah.
was 3/4 empty. They put the tarps out to make it look like
the
someone's
old
there.
tarps.
Yes, he had a good group of young players become really good players, like a Travis Boak, Robbie Gray,
Yep.
all those sort of players. But I feel as though Ken Hinkley to be non-premiership coach, I feel as though with the coaches that won premierships, if Kenny had a premiership next to his name, he wouldn't be out of place.
No.
Yeah.
Lot of
it would have
prelims.
been nice.
He's done a good job with that footy club to
He
keep
has.
them at the top of the tree.
Well, and
all
they
they
were
say
a
is
rabble.
get to the top, get to the top,
Yeah.
get to the top. And he's done that over and over, and they've just fallen short. The prelim in the wet against Richmond,
Yep.
that favoured Richmond big time
Yeah.
at Adelaide Oval when
One
it was
against the Hawks.
the Hawks in 2014 where they possibly could have won.
Yep.
They were coming late. They had all the momentum. Hodgie did a tackle, I reckon, on Ebert or something like that
Someone
late.
on a wing or.
I just feel as though there's probably a couple of opportunities where if the ball zigged rather than zagging, Ken could have got him to the grand final. And I don't know. I'm a big Ken man.
Yeah, I like it.
Not at a Collingwood,
Yeah.
not at an Essendon.
Like a Tassie or something.
When
Oh.
you're back to the wall, a Gold Coast Suns, that sort of stuff.
I
the
love
scrap.
him.
I like the scrap.
Yeah, I love him where he can teach too, so young
Yeah.
players. Because when you hear his players talk about him, they
Yeah.
love him.
Yes.
Like Butters and Rosie and all those dudes, they talk
Yeah, they're
about
all
him
in.
like he's like their dad. Like
Yeah.
it's a beautiful relationship that he has. Now, it is time to go because he hasn't.
Yeah.
Well, he said that too, and
He's had a
the
run.
faces are leaving, and we needed to move people.
Did you
on.
like
Yeah.
his post-match presser?
Yeah, I loved it.
Yeah,
What'd
when
he
he said,
say?
I don't think we could win that. He's like, I can say that now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
6 kids running
Yeah.
around, like barely played.
Yeah.
It was great. I liked it.
Nah, it's just well done, Kenny Hinkley. I don't
Yeah,
know.
shout out Ken.
Okay, well, let's pivot into this because Melbourne need a coach, right? And we all think it's going to be Nathan Buckley. We're heading
So I
towards
don't
that
reckon
space.
that's a good club for Kenny.
Yeah, well, so,
They're too
Oh,
proper.
yeah, no,
well,
no,
Horse
no.
is out and Simo's out. Now, do you go for a Buckley? Do you pivot and go, wonder what Ken Hinkley is thinking for
Yeah,
next
I'll
year?
definitely ask a question.
Or would you do, say, like a Skipworth, right, who I think
Yes.
should be the guy? So which one? Which path do you want to go down
Skipworth.
for that list and that club specifically? Because that fit is important.
Yeah. So what did the board say when they moved on?
They think they've still got a list that can
so they'll go
contend for
Nathan
Oh,
Buckley.
no.
If
Yeah.
they were a board that had any sense, they'd go, we need to go right back to the first base and
Yeah.
do that with the first-time coach.
Some of the comments coming out of the board remind me of a certain sit-down interview where Ryan made some very good points, and it was just injuries which were the problem.
Oh,
West
yeah.
Coast Eagles.
I did make some very good
He
points.
made some very
that
good
day.
points. Well put.
Yeah.
Well, I couldn't have put it better myself.
Hey, what about you?
Great questions.
Yeah.
Someone keeps submitting stuff, obviously, to the sounding board.
Yes.
Hutchie,
yeah,
Who is
yeah.
that? Is that you?
No, not
I think
me.
that's the old getters. They just love getting it
No,
out there.
not me.
It's constant.
but
What are they going again, have they?
No, but whenever they introduce someone to the I'm a Wanker Hall of Fame, or
Oh,
whatever
frame
it
me
is,
in.
Frame me in, Hall of Fame.
you're often now commonly mentioned with your mate Tom Morris.
Yeah, well, we're the two in it.
Yeah.
got-
There's another one. There's an NRL bloke who's the
Oh,
goat.
Danny Weidler.
yeah, there's the goat. There's the goat, and then there's a couple of little nipsies.
But I think we've talked about the recycled coaches. How many recycled coaches have won a flag? Like in the last 20 years.
It doesn't happen often.
No, it doesn't happen.
So
Mick Moldhouse.
Malthouse, Lee Matthews went from Collingwood 1-1 and then won
Oh, yeah, that's the
multiple
thing.
in
Yeah,
Brisbane.
yeah.
It's pretty rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's super rare. It's
really rare.
So
And who are the more recent ones? So like Brendan Bolton. Bolton, or was he a caretaker and then he got the gig? I'm confused with
are you
Bolton.
just talking about people who coached somewhere and then went and coached somewhere else?
Yeah, wasn't it? No, because he was caretaker when Clarko was
Clarko had
out and
the
people
illness.
fell in love with him and then they
Yeah.
posted.
Yeah,
but
and then he was caretaker at Carlton and then got the gig. Pretty
Yeah,
No,
I think they got him straight out of there.
No, he was head coaching Hawthorn.
Right.
Clarko was sick.
But now Voss-
Clarko came back for the finals.
yes.
That's right.
And then Bolton took over there. And then when Bolton was booted, Teague took over.
Yes, that's
and
right.
then they got a Teague. Yeah.
Teague
That's just,
train.
anyway, I'll skip with. Go skip with. Is this you
It's
or
you.
me?
I just did Melbourne.
Essendon, I just said, can you please make this funny on Wednesday night? Just make it enough of a game
So-
that people are invested.
Is there any world where Essendon wins this game?
Yeah, but it's a very small. There's a 2% chance.
If they play 100 times,
Yeah.
how many times does Essendon win?
7.
You reckon 7?
7 out of 100. That's enough. That's enough.
I said on the weekend that Freo would win 3 out of 10. And someone was like, that's the
someone said that to me. I weren't happy about that.
shittest take I've ever heard. I was
Yeah.
like, 3 out of 10 still means you're winning 30 in 100.
You were very wrong.
That's not my worst take.
Yeah, it's true. You've had a few bad ones.
It's nowhere near my worst take.
It's true. If
I
you're
thought-
setting the bar.
So you're more. You're
I thought
not saying
literally
that they
low
were
enough.
wrong.
Yeah.
It's the
I gave them
context.
more chance than the bookmakers did. I thought I was
I love how
slightly
his-
above that.
I love how his defense is, well, I've said way worse.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
30 out of 100 I thought was way
That's
better
not
than
even-
no
He's not
chance.
pushing back on the person going him. It's just like the context of how they
That's
were
not
going.
even in my top
Yeah.
20 worst
No,
ever takes.
no, I was
Pushing
like,
back.
I wrote back. It's like my worst. Sorry, you cockhead.
I've got worse if you want to hear them.
I just don't think Gold Coast will run over the top of them on their home deck, having been
Mate,
punched in the face.
Name, forget Noah Anderson,
Mm-hmm.
and then forget Matt Rao.
yeah.
Name their next.
Is Bailey Humphrey going to be back?
Not sure, but name their next 6 best
Is Dan
players.
Rioli back? No.
I don't think so. Well, if their next 6 in no particular order, you would have Collins in there, and you would have King in there, and you would have Rioli in there.
And
Well,
maybe,
Rioli's not playing.
No.
well, for a 2-month patch, you'd have Long in there.
No, Long's been okay.
Took.
Yeah.
Took.
Ish, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, you
No,
would have
but
Humphrey in there.
there's no household
Everyone.
names that you
Jared
go.
Witts, Big Witsy, he does the
You know
job.
what I mean? Is Noble probably in there?
He's probably in
Jared
there.
Witsy would be, but
I
like,
mean, I would almost put Bailey Humphrey
but
in.
we've
Bailey
named
Humphrey's in there.
their 2 best players,
Yeah.
and then we've asked for the next 6, and we're not debating whether they're in it or not. We're trying to find 6.
And we're not.
Yeah.
We watch Gold Coast games as well. This is not like.
yeah.
So in that case, maybe they've had a pretty decent year considering we don't really rate their list top to bottom.
No.
Ethan Reed's in there.
They've got a lot of guys coming. They do have a lot of guys coming.
they?
I think so.
Okay.
I think in 3 years, Gold Coast
Bodie
could be
Yulin,
really good.
Zeke the Freak Yulin
Yeah, the 2
next year.
Yulins. Yeah.
Where are we?
Is this me?
No,
That's you.
Hawthorn.
No, Zav.
This has got to be our last team.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hawthorn. Just
You guys have still got bullets.
well, the 4.
I'm
No,
committed.
I bulleted North after halfway through.
Oh,
yeah.
You brought it to yourself.
North Melbourne. So who am I doing for Hawthorn? Dylan Moore. I'm telling you, the barometer. You can tell at quarter time. He was quiet.
Thank you, Dylan, for costing me.
Yeah,
the grand final.
He was
You've
quiet.
listed like 8 guys who cost you the grand
Well,
final by now.
well, they did. They have to own
You
it.
can't. You,
Okay?
But
But
at some point, you have
Noah
to,
Anderson,
you have
Dylan
to list-
Moore, and Alex Neil Bullen.
Well, we got Alex on the ball, and that's a problem. to
That's
start
on
with.
me.
This sounds like
That
a
was
list
on
management.
Alex. That's not
This
on
sounds like a
Alex.
list management issue.
That's
rather
not
than
on
a
Alex.
performance.
No, that was because they didn't play Trelaw.
Dylan Moore, 17-1. That's the losing numbers that we went through the other day.
He was nowhere.
Nah, I kicked the goal on the goal line in the last quarter when they're coming. Only just 7 centre bounces as well. I think he needs to do more than that. Needs to get up the ground more. They fell short, but I'm starting to think that maybe the 4 forwards isn't going to be something that Sam Mitchell will progress with next week.
Yeah, I was
Mitch
watching without
Lewis
sound
subbed
on.
out.
Was that an injury thing or was that tactical?
Nah, he got a big, decent cork.
Okay.
Huge. He got cleaned up. And then he had the big padding tape that they wrap around their
Yeah.
quads and whatnot. He wasn't moving well.
So who are
Thankfully.
you dropping? You dropping Chol?
No, I think Chol kicked 3 in the
Yeah, I
first
know.
quarter. Nah, I think Mitch Lewis is going to find it hard. I think maybe the corky might come at a convenient time to say, hey,
They'll never rest.
just chill. But thankfully for some of us, he kicked a goal just at any time. I'm there for TABtouch. Thank you very much for your subbed off at half
What's
time.
your percentage on Hawthorn to win the flag now?
Will Day out hurts. It hurts.
It's got to be at
big
least an
time.
8th.
I would say you're at 20% or you'd be higher than that.
No, yeah, I'd be about 18, 19.
Okay. All right.
18, 19. Will Day is a big out. He's just a problem, Will Day.
They get Petrarca or someone. They go to market, right?
Petrarca kicked the ball
I
yesterday.
think Hawthorn do have to go to market for a midfielder. I think they're going to have to find someone.
Well, they're
'Cause
a
where
club.
is their improvement coming in the midfield other than Will Day being healthy?
No. Well, they are a destination club.
Yeah.
I
They
know
are.
When they're up and
there'll be a
about, yeah.
midfielder that pops up.
Okay, Geelong's my last
What
team.
about Clayton Oliver?
You take a
You
risk.
can
If
fix
Mel-
him.
take a punt.
You reckon they can
Melbourne's
fix him?
going to pay half of it.
Yeah,
you do it.
that's what I mean. Maybe something like that and try and
Do the Brody Grundy deals.
see what you can get out of Clary.
Have we figured out how many clubs are still paying Brody Grundy's salary?
All three.
All three.
Geelong, very
His
professional.
juniors as well.
They're in the box seat now. So top 2 spot. They won't leave Melbourne if they
I
don't.
thought that was slightly disappointing Geelong the weekend.
Oh, they just
Yeah.
they let Richmond back into it. The game was over, and then they just were
It was
like,
over,
Just
yeah.
go through the motions.
60 points at half time,
Yeah,
35
Graham
at the
Myers
end.
came off for 20 minutes. That didn't help me. Jeez, I'm not bitter. The only injury they have on their list is Toby Conway, who wouldn't be playing anyway. Isn't that remarkable?
What's ever happened to Toby Conway? Wasn't
He's
he
just
like...
always injured, yeah.
He's always injured. So given the fact that they're not going to have to travel, given the fact that they've just got so many seasoned professionals, and given the fact that they have no one on their injury list that they'd be using anyway,
Geelong supporters be hoping I roll them over here too and say they won't win the flag.
they're the favourites. They have to be. I know Brisbane looks great and they've got 4.
Won't they be? I'm sorry.
I
Won't they be
think
boring?
It would be
We rock
boring.
up to grand final.
Mate,
day
when
and
you
Geelong
said
are in
earlier
there
that it's
again.
Geelong Brisbane, I'm like,
yeah.
great. It just feels like we've had. I know we haven't had that actual specific grand final,
But it feels like
but it feels like we've had that one.
I don't
doesn't it?
think Geelong are...
Like if I said to you, you're
Yeah.
going to that Geelong Brisbane grand final 3 years ago, and you go, yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you'd have to
Cat-
think for a minute.
Cats, yeah.
Did they? It just feels like these two
Yeah.
boring
feels
teams.
like it's happened.
Can we just get a wild card in there? We need an Adelaide,
need-
Do you want me to-
Suns.
Hawthorn, a
Do you want me
Freo,
to do
Gold
it?
Coast. You can say they can't win it.
Geelong won't
No,
win
but
the
then
final.
Oh,
That's just to try and swerve away from it.
I just want someone interesting in there. Not the same old.
No, man, I agree. Giants, give me some tsunami. Give me a quick team. through
The
the
Adelaide
yeah.
thing really butchered. And Rankin has just
Yeah,
taken
it's
the,
just
air
taken the wind
right out of it.
It doesn't feel good anymore. West Coast. So am I insane to I feel
Still got your bullet just in case you need
yeah,
it.
but I still wanted
Okay.
Yeah.
this is I think
Let's
this
go
has
with it.
been their best season since
He's gonna play it
2020,
out.
21.
He's going to play it out.
This has been their best
This
season.
is
No,
their
he's right.
season I've felt the best about
No, he's
since
right.
2020.
It actually is. And I know that.
And they have a
In
historically
AFL
bad
his-
record.
No, yeah.
Nah, he's
No,
right.
it's not even. They're not on the Richter scale. Any of them. They're all zeros.
Yeah.
they're all zeros.
But I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's
They've
been
actually-
purpose.
they've
They've unearthed
actually-
a couple. You can tell what they're doing.
They've gone to the cupboard. They've
Yes.
played the kids. They've made some decisions on older guys. They've actually. This is what they're supposed to
who
have
have they
done
made decisions
3
on?
years ago.
Well,
Well-
they've been forced into decisions on older
they
guys.
made
some of
decisions on who?
Well, I mean, the decision.
They've given three,
Dom
4-year contracts to blokes
Dom
who. Well, we can't have that because another club's sniffing around. I'll give you the hot tip. The other clubs, the good clubs that are sitting around with what's available on the trading board of free agency, they spent 8 seconds on West Coast.
Yeah.
Gone. No
Also-
interest. Why are they giving 4-year contracts, 3-year contracts?
I would
With
say
that Liam Ryan will be here next year. I'm
Well,
like,
the
why? Just
Liam Ryan thing
get him out of there.
will play out. So there's a decision. The Oscar Allen thing is a decision. So you're making
Yeah,
a
and
decision
also-
to get picked two. They could have gone, no way, Brisbane. We'll give you 7 years and $1 million a year, Oscar. You're not leaving. But they haven't done that.
Well, West Coast supporters, please stop
You
that.
know?
Just let it happen. It's good for everybody.
I don't think anyone. I haven't seen
Is
any
anybody
West-
arguing?
Yeah, I've seen
No, I
a
haven't
fair bit on the old Twitter, like very angry and
Have you?
why did he even talk to the crowd? Like, just let it happen.
Oh no, I agree with that. Why is he giving the crowd a send off when then 12 hours later he's like, "Cat ya."
Yeah, that was. a
Well,
bit
and
odd.
on the day before, apparently in the
That was,
meeting.
that was a bit odd. I see what you mean.
It's
And
been their
like,
best. Like I felt better about
They've
this
gone
season
to the
than
ground
I have.
floor. Whereas I feel like in the other time, the other years, they were like, oh, maybe we can just get away with going to level 1. And then maybe we
Yeah,
can
you
get
know,
back up to level 2
bottomed
or 3
out.
really quickly. No, you can't. You're shit. Like,
Yeah.
And now they know they're shit,
Well,
and they've gone back to ground level. and they're
next year, what will TABtouch have the line at? Wins,
3.5.
unders.
Yeah, I'd say 2.5, 3.5.
Big podcast next Monday.
Yes.
The over-unders pod.
Yes.
By the way, I've done my All-Australian team. Did you guys do it?
What
No,
we
we're
doing
going to
that?
do
AFL
that
website?
later.
Well, they announced it this week, so you haven't got long.
When do they announce it?
I think it's Thursday.
Let's do it on Thursday.
Okay, I've
need
got my
something.
team. I've got my team. I think it's Thursday.
Oh, true, because there's no week.
I hope it's not Wednesday.
No, it's Thursday. Okay, it is.
Oh, it's all the awards and shit this week. There you go.
A couple of them.
We are brought to you by TABtouch. Got the touch. Download the TABtouch app today. What are you really gambling with? For free and confidential support, visit gamblinghelponline.org.au. All right, it's been the Hardball Gets AFL show. Thanks for listening. We'll see you back here again tomorrow for the mailbag. Catch you then.